The Manchester United meltdown has started for the summer transfer window, right? Now, in this video, right, I'm going to make two videos today talking about two transfers that I think are going to happen pretty quickly, right? In this video, I'm going to be talking about the fact that Alejandro Garnacho has been told by Ruben Amorim to find a new club. And in my opinion, I know some people will say he doesn't fit the system. I know some people will say he's egotistical. Here's my concern with selling Alejandro Garnacho, right? I'm upset about the fact that we didn't qualify for the Champions League through the Europa League because it highlights where the team is as a whole. We are not good enough, right? And the fact that we're now having to sell youth academy talents to fund transfers for a board that is unwilling to invest money of their own into the team, right? I think that's a disgrace. I think it's a complete disgrace. As for Alejandro Garnacho, yes, he doesn't fit the system currently. Do I think Ruben Amorim could have molded him into the number 10 he needed for a system? Yes. Is he egotistical? Yes. But I think it stems from a fact that Manchester United does not know how to develop youth talents, in my opinion. All of our youth talents, think about Scott McTominay, he never developed at United, came from the youth academy. Marcus Rashford came from the youth academy, never fully developed at United. Anthony Elanga, okay, Anthony, right, not from the youth academy, but still didn't become what he could have been at United, as we've seen at Betis, right? I just think it's sad that we can't develop our youth talents to become at the level that they need to be at, right? And that's very sad for me, right? Because I want to see a team where we can lean on the youth academy, bring up players, have a squad built around our youth academy. And as for the Alejandro Garnacho situation, right? Was he right to say what he said about Ruben Amorim or the fact that he didn't play in the final? No, as a player, you have to be respectful to the manager, right? It is what it is. But I'm not against what he said, right? Mason Mount should not have started the final. Mason Mount is an injury-prone player that hasn't proven himself yet in United. And say what you at United, and say what you will about Alejandro Garnacho, he's always fit. He always wants to play. He's played every game of the season. In my opinion, he had a right to complain about not starting the final. And we saw when he did come on during the final, during the Europa League final, he made a difference. He tried to attack. There was more urgency in our play. And if, in my opinion, if we would have started with that sense of urgency, I think the final would have had a different outcome. And I think Ruben Amorim got that wrong. However, I think that Alejandro Garnacho is in the wrong. You can't just attack a manager or attack the club like how he did. In my opinion, sad that Alejandro Garnacho now has to leave. But in my opinion, the club, if they do sell Alejandro Garnacho, cannot just replace him with some youth player again. If we sell Alejandro Garnacho, it needs to be a transfer that will improve the team. It needs to be an Embuemo, and it needs to be somebody of that stature, because anything less is going to be disgraceful if we have to trade them for a youth talent, a youth prospect that we think is going to be great.